So what's up, guys? So you heard me mention in the past about getting a new kayak, and I'm getting ready to do some fishing and things like that. Well, one of the accessories that I bought for it is the Yakattack Blackpak, and I was been downstairs messing with it today, trying to get it loaded with the tackle. Now, if you're anything like me, you tend to take everything you own, and which turns into a nightmare in a kayak. You just can't take all that. So I'm going to show you what I got, and then I'm going to open up the comments. Please comment on how you pack your Blackpak. And I know there's a million videos on there, or how you pack, or what tackle you take if you fish out of a kayak or a small boat. So let's get into it. I put this foam on here temporarily. It's not sticking very well, just to keep it from banging around. Now, the first thing I'm going to pull out is this tracker bag right here. And this was handed down from my father. He's in his 80s now and doesn't fish. He just can't get around like he used to. He used to do a lot of tournament fishing. And so this is probably, I don't even want to guess how many years old, but it basically opens up like this, and it has all these pockets for plastic baits. And you can see I got plastic baits coming out right here. So this whole middle row here doesn't have a zipper. I guess it broke off, but the rest of them, they all zip up. So I've got a lot of mainly plastic worms in this one. And that's the plastic worm. And then this one, yeah, that's right, 2 of them. I have some worms, but primarily creature baits and some worms as well. So, you know, you got to take a lot of plastics with you when you go fishing, because you never know what they're hitting, right? That's my excuse. Do I need both of these? I doubt it, but they're definitely going to go with me in the truck. In here, this is probably, I just threw these in here, my fish grips and some pliers that'll probably get stowed on the boat somewhere up near me while I'm fishing. The first tray I'll pull out is over here. This is basically all terminal tackle, hooks, sinkers, weights, whatever you want to call them. I got some rings for wacky rigs. I got some tungsten weights over there, but this is all terminal tackle, hooks and sinkers. That goes on that side over there. I also have a marker, which is good if you got a fish find on your boat. And once I go over the boat, I'll go over that too. You find some deep water or some holes or whatever where you want to fish, and you go ahead and drop that so you can back off and fish from a distance. These just got tossed in there. This is a swim bait. I'm not sure where it came from. Probably an old mystery tackle box subscription. All right, so these are going to fall down. All right, so this, I looked today to find a new one at Walmart, but they didn't have them. This is what I have all my spinner baits and my chatter baits on this side, spinner baits, and I have 2 top waters in here as well. And this is just a small amount of those I have. I have a bunch more of these downstairs. This right here will be some crankbaits. As you can see, it's only got 1 latch. I have some bigger ones, but you're limited on how big of a plastic container you can put in there. So these just have some crankbaits. I got some square bills over here. Some jerk, none of the jerk baits are on here. Yeah, I got 2 jerk baits right there, and some other small crankbaits on this side. Now these right here, this purple one and this green one under, I remember fishing with that, no lie, in the 1980s, probably the early 1980s. From 78 to 84. I actually fished with those at Clarks Hill Lake in Augusta, Georgia. This is all my jig box right here. These are all jigs. I think these are just jig heads in here, right here in the middle. But this is all the jig tray, different sizes, etc. This, I do have some plastics in here too, because this was already packed up for my other kayak when I was fishing. And these are all the creatures for whatever you're going to use it for. You can use it for trailers. I got some swim baits in here. I got the tool for the wacky rig, and some more trailers in here. Swim baits. Got some Yamamoto swim baits in here. This might migrate over there to the bags as well, so to free up another one of these trays. And this one is all my topwater rigs right here. So these are just some topwater torpedoes. I got a Zara Spook in here. And all these right here, these 8 on this side are, you won't be able to buy these again. These were made by Skip Bertram of Clatterbrat Lures, and you can see that was their logo. And Skip used to make these lures at home, and Skip passed away a few years ago. God bless him and his family. But he made all these lures. This is called the Death Dealer Bart, is what these are called, these big ones. This one is a, what is it? I had a custom one made. This one right here was a custom made. He tried to make it look like the one of those Daredevil spoons on the bottom. It's hard to get the swirls just right when you're mixing plastics and whatever resins he used. This green and this red one here was a Christmas special he was running. This is called the Tiger Rat, and this is reflective or glow-in-the-dark coating on there. That's another mouse or a rat. That's another Death Dealer Bart, and that's a Death Dealer Bart over there, that one as well. So anyway, these are my topwater rigs, and these are awesome. I'll have to find some old videos, but you cast this, no matter what you do, it lands, and it lands face up with the hook up like that every time, every single time. Anyway, I'm going to cherish these lures. I'm going to use them. I just don't want to lose them because you can't buy them anymore. So anyway, that's what I've got in my Blackpak currently. And you know, as with anything, all of our lure selections and packing and everything is always fluid. We always are trying to do better, get it better, do it better, whatever. So any advice or what you use, what you don't use, what you wouldn't add, what would you add to this? I'm open to suggestions because it's getting to the point now where I'm ready to go put the kayak on the water. It was warm today. It was probably warm enough to go do it, but I had a lot of other things I had to take care of. And see how packed this thing already is. So there we go. So that's my Blackpak and some of the tackle that I have. Not near everything I have. I had to slim it down just to get it to fit in this crate. But I'd be interested to know what you guys use or what you pack, or if you think I've got too many plastics in there, which I do, but I can always leave the stuff in the truck and go back and get it, right? That's probably what I'll end up doing at some point. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Maybe tomorrow I'll get out of the water. If not, the time's coming. The warm weather is on its way. All right, you guys be safe. Talk to you soon.